Dan Sissick here, and it is Friday, April 25th. And as you can see, I'm home. I'm comfy. Actually got off work pretty a little after 5 tonight, so um, on the drive home, stopped and um, took care of an issue. I'm sure you've heard me talk about my car a little bit over um, time and stuff, and I've been having some issues with my car, and I'm good. And just like a friend kind of reminded me, I might really want to start looking at maybe buying a newer used car or something like that. Um, Overall, my car runs fine, it runs great. It just has a leak, antifreeze leak, where it doesn't seem to want to keep antifreeze in the. I don't know. I don't think it's the radiator. I think it has to do with partially the water pump and something like that. But I'm not sure. So I'm looking into having somebody look at that. But my car is 17 years old, and I've had my car 14 years. I bought it when it was 3 years old. So tonight I've been doing a little searching, but also, and with that, after I got done doing that for a little bit, I got online to do a little searching for what me and my business partner and sponsor are going to be doing tomorrow for our team training to help our team, and we're going to be talking about LinkedIn. And so I did a little searching on, about LinkedIn. I've used it. I know about it. I'm not as prolific with it as I say on Facebook, maybe Google, some other social media sites. It's kind of one I've kind of, I don't want to say it's the ugly stepchild, but it's, because of its more professional nature, and it's, as they even said, it's, when I was doing a little, basically it's a professional uh, social networking site. So, it's more professionally minded towards, people like me who are accountants, doctors, lawyers, along those lines. But it also has a social aspect. And as I've seen it over the last, couple of years, it has grown to be a little more social in nature rather than just professional or for helping find work and jobs. There are lots of groups you can be a part of, which we'll cover in our training tomorrow. Um, but as I was looking on my own profile and stuff, I came across a couple things that I hadn't even really realized that a couple of posts I on my blog somehow wound up on my um, LinkedIn profile stuff, and it had said that one of my more recent blogs has been making the rounds, and to come back and see who it's all been to, I was like, whoa, okay, I didn't know about that. Wow. I haven't done a whole lot with it except post it on my blog and personal blog, and then on Facebook and maybe a couple other places. As I've learned some other places where to post and get myself out there in more broad spectrum. So to see that, it kind of stoked me. And then to look and see, and to me, it's big because I've never really paid attention to it. But to have it say that 3 people viewed my profile um, in the last 90 days, well, yeah, that's, okay, one a month. But that's still more than what I could have gotten, maybe, and so I'm celebrating that success. And it said like 17 of something. I actually have the photo, and I'll post a photo. I took an actual picture of it with my video phone. Um, I mean, my video on my cell phone. I can't think tonight because I'm kind of stoked about this. Kind of the new tweaks and things I'm seeing on LinkedIn, and I'm realizing that I've been mainly focused on Facebook and maybe a couple other sites, and not so much, some of the other ones that play just as important of a role in what I'm doing. And I need to remember to share the wealth, spread it around, keep myself as engaged and active on those as I do, say, like Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's the biggest one where, pretty much the whole world's on it. um, and then Google Next and stuff like that. And those are the two big heavy hitters, so that's where I focus a lot. But these other sites are not to be left out because you can really expand where you market and who you get to, and in some ways you can even drive in a little bit more. So with that, tonight kind of started off on a kind of bad note on the drive home, and I was seeing myself starting, and I knew I needed to change my mindset, needed to change my focus on what I was focusing on. That's when I started saying, okay, well, let's look at, I've got to make a decision one way or the other that's going to impact my life. It's going to impact, kind of how I do things, because if I do end up getting a newer car, it's going to lessen some things in the way. And so I'm going to have to broaden my reach and my look in other ways. So it's forcing me to look at that, but I'm also willing to sacrifice a little bit longer with the car I have in order to still keep pursuing where I'm going and what I'm doing with building my business. So I'm doing that trade off and play here. So, but um, I'm looking at all options. Too. I'm not just totally shutting down and keying like this. I'm looking out and opening things up. So, and then when was doing the studying to get ready for, kind of build myself back up a little bit more on some of the newer things with LinkedIn, and I saw that, it just kind of, wow, picked my day up and put me in a whole better mood. So with that, I'll share that picture I took of it off my cell phone when I post this on my fan page on Facebook, and I'll share it with my blog, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks as always. You know, you can find me by clicking the links below or going to my Facebook or my blog or anything like that. So thanks, and make it a simply simple day. Bye.